Scienter versus mens rea. I'm going to have to go after this and look up the difference between the two, because I always talk about mens rea with here. And that's big difference here in Tennessee, because at one point now, the two have come a lot closer together. But at one point under state law, I had to show bad faith of some kind. I had to show malice, in order to get any type of sanction for getting rid of or spoliation, period. And that carried over, of course, into electronically stored information as well as anything else. In federal court, the idea was really, because you got to remember, intent does not necessarily mean that you intended to deprive a person of this information. It could just mean that, you destroyed it under your normal habits or your normal processes. You intentionally destroyed it. You didn't negligently lose it, or, it wasn't a fire or something of that nature that got rid of the information. And so you are not looking for, under the federal rule, at least here in the Sixth Circuit, you're not looking for any type of malice and any type of bad intent, no type of mens rea, so to speak, where I was intending to cause harm to this particular case and hide this evidence. Don't have to show that at all. At one point in state court, we did. Now the Supreme Court has basically come around in Tennessee and basically said, no, the real fact is that if you intentionally destroyed it, then that satisfies the requirement of the rule. We don't have to show that you intended malice in the sense of some type of bad act. So be careful about that. Again, that Scienter is the biggest point, I think, the sticking point for most people, because again, the biggest one that I always see, and it's the one that I always point out to people in the first place, is your car has, an ECM, a PCM. It has electronically stored information that will tell you everything about that accident that you just had. But your client, of course, is going to want to get their car fixed, so they can use it and drive it. And when they do, they are going to destroy that information unless you do something to preserve it before the car is fixed.